Hello, today on the bench we have this tool, which is a flashlight from Makita. So it's the DML185 18 volt. I got that one with a lot of other tools. I don't have so many Makita's one, so even for the battery, I had to find a way to get something. I got this adapter, which is a cheap one from AliExpress. You can put it on different battery, Milwaukee and other. And I chose the DeWalt one. Okay, so let's see what's going on with that one. So you see it's not a perfect fit, but still it's working okay. So that is supposed to, it's nice. You can put it all the way. And what happens if we press the button? Nothing. What you see is the reflection of the light, which is just there, but there is nothing on the when we push the button. So I guess that should be not so complicated, because I guess there is not so much part inside. First thing I think we should tackle is to check whether or not the bulb. Yes, the bulb. It's not a LED one. It's really a bit old school nowadays to find bulbs. But okay, there is one bulb. Oh, there is even two bulbs. I guess. Check. I've seen that before in such lamps. Not that type, but yeah, okay. You can see that in fact there is nothing behind, meaning that this is really a spare lamp that they give you, which is good in fact, because if you break the first one, and so let's keep it out in case this one is broken. If it's just the bulb, it should be so easy, but I guess it's not. Let me see. So I'm gonna try to put some voltage inside that one. Okay, so I put my power supply to 16 volt just to check. So I don't know the polarity setup. I'm just gonna go this way. So yeah, okay. I guess you saw that. Okay, so the bulb is okay. So it's not a simple problem with the bulb. Let's see what we can do for the rest. Okay, so let's dismantle it. What we can see that there is regular Phillips-like screw, cruciform screw. Whoa! Okay. So I managed to get it. Okay. Did I break anything? No, I didn't break anything. I managed to push that stuff. See? That was pushing. And I think that one was recessed. This one was not. Okay. Good. So this is okay. Let's discover what we have inside. So that bit is there. Okay, so simple board. We can see there the switch. Then these two bits are making connection with one side, this part. So So you see it's making connection there. So it's there, the metal part is there, you can see it. And the other one, once this is put inside, is going on the other side, you know, there inside. And so those two are making the connection. So there is no wire per se to that upper part. It's really a friction fit, which is not so bad when you think about the concept. At least you don't have, you know, a wire that gets in the way and that can be tangled. So yeah, that is looking okay. We have the cover of the switch itself, and then this little board. One side has component, no connection, so it's really a one-sided PCB, extremely simple. Okay. Now that we have that, we're going to try to be methodical. Looking at the board, frankly, it's looking quite good in terms of physical inspection. Nothing really special. Okay. We will have to test the wire maybe, but we will have to test this connection to there, but it looks really healthy. Per se, no real issue. And then we have that switch that could be sometimes the easy stuff to fix. So let's start with testing the switch. So switch has two positions, up, which is open, and this which should be closed once you press the button on the flashlight. So open, nothing, that's normal. Yeah, that's working. Nothing. Then close. Yeah. So the switch is not the issue. Is this, if we put it down, so close the switch, this is going to there. Yeah, it's going to there. There is no issue. This part is going there. No issue. Let's see the outputs. Going fine on the output. One output. Going fine on second output. Now I'm thinking about that. If you remember when I told you that, you know, when I disassembled and I told you that one bit was not in the right place, one of those, I'm beginning to wonder if these were the ones making contact, then maybe it's normal that that it's not working at all. Maybe that's easy as that. This was dislodged from his seating. If you remember, it was, when I opened it, I saw that one part was like that, and so not making contact. And you know, I just thought it was the mechanical stuff, but it's going beyond. But it's more than that, because that's where the electricity is coming. So okay, just do a little test with that. Okay, so we have our voltage, which is okay. Now let's push the button. And see what we have as output. Okay, as you can see, we have 18 volts. So this is going to be a quick fix. I guess the only issue was the fact that one of those was dislodged from their seating, and so was not making proper contact with those two prongs, and so electricity was not going through. Let's reassemble, check that quickly, and it might be as easy as that. Okay, we have finished reassembly. Let's try it. Okay, everything should be fine. Yes, it is working. Perfect. Now we'll just give it a good wipe. Okay, so that's it for this little Makita flashlight. It's now fully back to normal working operation. I'm quite happy about that. It's a small tool, not probably the best, but still it deserves to have a second life. So I'm happy for that. It was a simple fix, not even really a fix. I mean, yes, it was a fix, but just make sure that this was properly reassembled, making contact. Nothing else was wrong with it. So I guess probably it fell. Somebody, there are some marks there. Maybe somebody, just dropped it or whatever. Then dismantle that part. Then no more contact was doable with the bulb. And so we end up with something that was going to the bin. So happy to have saved it. I hope you enjoyed, learned something. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.